Hello YouTubers, it's Red Elric here. Long time no see. I have a box to open and it's been a long time since I did a box opening. The main reason is that I'm still in the process of moving house, so that leaves you with very little spare money. It's amazing how many sharks come out the woodwork when you're selling a house. People turning up and sending messages saying before you move you need to send us £100 for this, somebody else £200 for that, someone from the council saying you've got to pay £500 for work that will be done to your property after you've left, but you're still responsible for paying. Sharks. Money, money, money. But I had a letter the other day. I am opening it. Okay, I had a letter the other day from the taxman, a self-assessment form, which was strange because I'm pay as you earn. I always have been pay as you earn. So I ignored it, thinking it was a mistake, and then the next thing I knew, I had a letter come through saying, because you haven't filled in your self-assessment form, we're giving you £100 fine. So I phoned them up and I said, look, this is some mistake. I've never been self-employed. I've got pay as you earn. And they looked into it and they found out for the last 5 or so many years they've been overtaxing me. So I had a big tax rebate. So I had a cheque come the other day, and I decided to treat myself because there's something I've had my eye on for years. A type of pipe I've had my eye on for years, and each year it changes. And I tell you now, it is the St Patrick's Day pipes. I think since 2014 was the first one I noticed that I liked. But by the time, it always seems to happen because obviously St Patrick's Day comes in the middle of the month and I don't get paid until the end of the month. So by the time I've got my wages, all the ones that I like have gone. But this time I've managed to get myself a 2017 St Patrick's Day Peterson pipe. This feels quite heavy. I really liked the 2014, but the shape I liked went. Then the following year, probably the best one I think was the 2015. They were snapped up really quick because they were so good. And then the 2016, I did buy one then because it was one that was hanging around. No, it was not the shape that I really wanted, got snapped up. And this was one it was a table pipe. And I bought it, and then when I got it I thought, no, I'm not mad on it, and I don't like it as much as the other St Patrick's Day pipes. So before I smoked it, I stuck it on eBay and got rid of it. But this one, this model, which is the XL02. I've never had an XL02. It was my second choice. My first choice, is it the 150? I think it is, which I've also never had, but I like the look of that. But that went, shot out before I had the money to pay for it. Looks like I've got another pipe tool. Cool, you can never have too many pipe tools. Well, technically you could, but I probably wouldn't have. Yep. Fantastic, another little pipe tool. So means I can keep one in my locker at work. So what was I saying? Yeah, so this one was my second favourite, and because I had a bit of money, I was able to get it. Now, as I say, I've never had this model before, so I've only got a vague idea of how big it is and through other people showing on their on their YouTube channel. Fishtail mouthpiece. Oh, I like the colour. Now, wow, that is a lovely deep dark colour. You're probably not going to get it because how can I put this? You see them on videos like this, and it's sometimes a bit hard to work out because of the lighting. How would I describe that? But yeah, it's a dark green, nice bit of grain that you can see through, and even this, I can tell this isn't doing it justice. This the colour that I can see on the screen, but it is a lovely, nice deep green. Look at the grain. You probably can't make it out. Maybe if I turn the camera a bit, maybe you could see that now. Nice little shamrock on the top and some Celtic design on there. St. Patrick's Day. Nice shape. I like the bigger bowls. That's good for me. That works for me. How does it... oh, that's tight. I'm not going to try and split it. That's tight. But yeah, I love... That's the first one I've had. I think they call them stable bits. Something like that. That's the first one I've had like that. Yeah, it's no good me going on and on about it. You get the picture. Sorry about that. My phone ran out of memory and I had to delete small videos to make space to carry this on. So, some other things came in the box as well. I've got some Peterson St. Patrick's Day tobacco 2017. Might need my pipe tool here to break the seal. It's vacuum sealed. There's a... Don't know if you heard that. So the little tins are vacuum sealed, unlike the big tins like that one, which I've had for a while. Although they come in plastic in the big tins, but I had some in the holiday season. I'm not going to reach for it. I had some in the holiday season which had dried out and it's never really been any good. This is nice and moist. So that's the St. Patrick's Day 2017. Nothing stands out really, just a normal tobacco smell. Apparently it's vanilla casing. Well, it doesn't jump out, you know, you can't straight away say hey, it's vanilla. Unlike the as a vanilla one that I had from Cigar and Snuff in Covent Garden, and as soon as you open the packet you can tell, you know straight away it's vanilla. Okay, so I'll check that later. What else have I had? I had a small sample of the Peterson Special Reserve. That would be 2016 obviously, and that was, how much was it? It didn't say what the weight of it was. So that comes loose. A nice rich smell. Okay. I'll be trying that. Oh yeah, I got me a little plastic snuff box because I've got some tins of snuff And the trouble is, you open the top of the tin and a load of snuff gets wasted because it falls out, because it doesn't sit centrally in the tin. It all tends to heap up at one side. So that's good. It's a nice big chunky plastic snuff box. It looks like the traditional sort of silver snuff boxes, but obviously heck of a lot cheaper than a silver snuff box, with the added bonus of it's got a little slide there so you can tap some snuff out if you want to do it that way, or as I normally do it, just take a pinch like that. Yeah, take a pinch like that. Useful, cheap and useful. And also, because I enjoyed this one so much, I took a chance and decided to get some of this one. I've got to take off obviously that horrible label that Big Brother puts on for us, and there's some nice rough cut, a lot of golden and dark brown tobacco there. And they don't vacuum seal it because it comes in a bag like this, but I think it's only going to keep it nice and moist for a limited time, I should think. Oh, that's beautiful, that is. Fruity, I think might be apricots. There's a smoky flavour, but a sweet scent, but also a sweet scent. I'm thinking this is something like apricots. Oh, I could just sit there and just smell that all day. Very nice, but I still think this one's better. Good stuff, good stuff. So, that's what I got in my little haul. Some Patrick's Day pipe, some Patrick's Day tobacco, which I'll put in the pipe, some special reserve snuff box, and some Peterson Christmas tobacco. Just finally, just to say, I'd like to dedicate this little video to another one of the YouTube pipe smoking community, known as Piper Amadeus. He's from Sweden, and he's currently in prison doing an 8-month stretch. It was a 6-month stretch, I believe, but he appealed against it, and instead of, as it can go either way I suppose with appeals, they actually added to his sentence. And the reason I mention him is because, as I say, he's one of the pipe smoking community, and he's in prison basically for using freedom of speech, which isn't allowed in Sweden. He spoke out about something politically, and the very controlling Swedish authorities deemed it to be apparently you're not allowed to criticise Sweden's government's decisions on things. You're not allowed to criticise it, so he's in prison for that. Now, if you decide you want to look at Piper Amadeus' videos, I warn you that he's probably not to everybody's taste. His language, sometimes if you're easily offended, you probably won't like his videos. Some of his opinions you might not like. But it's the old adage. I mean, I don't agree with everything that he says, but I wholeheartedly think that he should have the right to say it, you know. So that's why I'm putting this out for Piper Amadeus. The only good side of him being in prison is that in his own home, in his, I think they call them municipalities or something like that, it wasn't a very pleasant area anyway, because, and this is part of his politics, is that, you know, where he was living, he felt they were under threat. And now he's in prison because they're such a liberal country. A prison sentence isn't too bad. And he's made some good friends in there, so it's like it's probably not as unpleasant as a lot of other countries' prisons. But anyway, for Piper Amadeus, freedom of speech. Yeah, people should be allowed to speak truth to power. Okay, thank you for watching, and goodbye.